everyone. Welcome back into my kitchen, my Colorado kitchen that I have with Cooking with Carol Diane. I'm going to make a little snack, and since I've never tried it before, you're going to be kind of my guinea pigs. I'll make it and I'll let you know how it turns out. My cookbooks are out and ready for you to purchase. You may find them, this is what it looks like, and you may find them on my website, www.cookingwithcaroldiane.com. There's an area to order the cookbooks right there. They're $18 a book. I've done a flat rate of $4.50 to ship it wherever to you. I've also added several more pages on my website, so go ahead and check that out for me, okay? So today, my little treat, I'm going to make what is called pineapple strawberry salsa. And it's going to be a little treat that I'm going to give myself this afternoon because I've been working pretty hard and been cleaning up, clearing out, and I was so excited. Yesterday, I posted some things on Facebook, free, just come and get them. And one of them was a great big stack of assorted wood, firewood. And I really didn't think it would go as fast as it did because I didn't want people just to come and get a little bit of firewood and then leave the rest. But a very nice gentleman came over, and bless his heart, he has worked so hard, and he filled a great big truck full, clear up to the top bed part of the truck, all with this wood, and he's coming back tomorrow to get the rest of it. And I'm so pleased because I'll get that out of here. So if you have anything that you want out, give it away. Put it on Facebook Marketplace and give it away. You'll be surprised how many people contact you. Well, they did me anyway. So started off with that. So this afternoon, I'm going to sit out back on my patio table and enjoy my little water fountains and hopefully have this little snack. So here we go. I went to the store to get a pineapple. Well, they didn't have the big pineapples at my store. This one is through Del Monte, and it says a mini honey glow pineapple sweet. That's the tag on it right there. So I'm gonna try this and see what I think. So if you just have whatever pineapple, I would just take that. So we're gonna cut off about a third of this. We're gonna just kind of go down the side because I'm gonna use this as the little bowl to put everything back inside of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of hollow out the pineapple here. This just looks so inviting to me when I found this particular recipe. And anytime, like I said, I find a recipe, it's like, oh, I think I want to try that. I really do. And then share it with you and see what you think. See if you like it too. And if you do, which I think you will, then that's kind of nice, isn't it? Oh, I lost my line here where I am. There it is. This one's kind of hard to see, it really is. Like I said, we want to just get that layer off. About a third of the way. So there's the big chunk of pineapple right there. And I always keep a trash bowl. So I'm going to put that one in there for right now. And I kind of clean up the little juices here. I found this nice, I think it's granite, it's not marble, but it's heavy. I wish I'd had this when my sister was here at Thanksgiving time when we were making the pies. I think this was just what she was looking for to roll out the pastry of her pie, and I didn't have a big enough one. This is the one I have now, and so I'm going to use it. I think it's going to be great. Okay, so on this, I'm just going to take a serrated knife, and I'm going to cut down because I need to get the pineapple out to make the dish, to have it where I can put all these ingredients that I'm going to make with this right back in this and have, but we have to get this out first. So I'm going to take that and a spoon. I think I'll cut it right down the middle here. Some of these chunks. When you get down in the middle, it gets hard in there. So I'm going to see if my spoon, don't know here. I just don't know. But I'm working on it. Isn't it fun to find new recipes and you think, oh, I think I want to try that and make that. And even if you don't have a picture or whatever, you're still going to attempt to make it. And that's what it's all about. So this guy that comes, got to tell you the story. So this guy that comes, and he's so nice, so patient. I can't believe he's not quite my age. But he's out there working like a trooper, getting all this wood. And he says, I keep thinking I've seen you before. I just don't know where. And I'm thinking, I don't know, because I've never seen you. Don't know who you are. And he says, no, really. He says, I think I've seen you before. And he was telling his friend that he says, I think I've seen her, like on our phone. And I just kind of smiled. I said, could be. I said, I have a cooking show that I do on Facebook and YouTube. I said, is that where you saw me? He says, that's it. That's where I saw you. I said, well, that's good. I'm glad you got to see me. And now you get to see me up close and personal. Coming to my house. I'm really glad for people that watch my little videos. I'm pleased about that. Okay, so there's the pineapple, and we're going to go ahead and hollow this out just a little bit more. It's not like a squash, I'll tell you that right now. It's not where you can really get a spoon in there and get it out. So you got to work with this a little bit and make it come out the way you want, which I am. There's a lot of juice. So my recipe calls for just certain ingredients on this as far as cup-wise and all of that. But I think if you wanted to have this for like what I'm thinking, a summertime get together with friends or whatever, and you want to have a lot of it, then I would say go ahead and use all of this. Use all this pineapple. But they're asking for other things in the pineapple. So, it's cleared away. Oh, pardon me. I knew. I knew if I went outside with dust, I'd come back in and sneeze. Now I want to take my clean paper towel and I want to just kind of get in here, and there's a lot of juice in there. There really is. A lot. Now I'm going to be putting mine on this pretty little tray today. My bowl is out of the way here. That's the tray I'm going to be putting it on, which is going to sit just like this. Okay. Now, a couple more little things we got to put in a salsa. When I made my peach salsa, my homemade peach salsa with the Palisade peaches, of course, I cook that one. So this one's going to be just a little bit different. It really is. Okay, so my little cheat sheet over here says that we are supposed to have, and I will just get the bowl ready over here of what I'm going to be putting in. It wants you to have a cup of the Dole pineapple, and I chose the one that is crushed because I just think it, instead of diced or the little tidbits, I think the crushed one I'm gonna like a little bit better. Take that out of there. And okay, we can measure out what I think. Well, this is 8 ounces. It's 8 ounces. So if I put, yeah, see, 8 ounces is the 1 cup. I had to show you that. Okay, so that is my cup of pineapple there. Then I want to do a little bit of the fresh pineapple. So we're going to take the fresh pineapple. Now this is going to be a lot more coarse, and you don't have to take the real rough ends, I guess, if you don't want to, unless you like that. Sometimes they're hard to eat. And then you want to just kind of cut that up into little bite size, because that's also going to go in here. If this was one that you cooked like my peach salsa, That'd be quite different, wouldn't it? Yeah, I don't like that little piece in the middle. Kind of hard. But they want you to have both tastes. They want you to have the canned Noel pineapple and the real pineapple. I mean, why waste this real pineapple, the fresh pineapple, if you don't have to? So we're gonna have this. Such a gorgeous day today, really. Second day in June, and I'll tell you what, it just couldn't be nicer weather. It's just wonderful outside. Okay, get a little bit of that. Like I said, it calls for a cup, but that's okay. I'm just for showing you. Put that in there, and then it calls for a cup of strawberries. So I didn't want the frozen strawberries or anything, so I went and got regular strawberries. I've washed these very well. This is the only size at my grocery store, and I had to wait for the man in produce. I had to wait for him to come out and bring me some more. There was 3 different people. Where's the strawberries in the store? We all said. I said, he's back there in the back getting them for me. Real nice guy there too. I meet the nicest people, I really do. Some not so nice, but I'll tell you what, this guy was more than helpful in the grocery store. He really was. So I don't know, I would take, if we put this in and measure it, if you want to do it proper to put it in and measure, because I don't always measure anything. I just kind of wing it and go. But I thought this would be a nice summertime treat. I'm getting ready. I'm so excited. I'm getting ready here in just a few days that I want to go camping. And this would be something that I could make ahead of time and then put in a plastic container and drag that out after we go 4-wheeling and we're tired. You know, we get back to camp and we're sitting there around the campfire area and everybody says, you know, I need a snack on? Yeah, absolutely, I do. And I think this would be fun, a fun dish to have. So again, just kind of cut up the strawberries, real tiny. Salsa isn't big of amounts of things. It really isn't. It's just little bite size. A while back, my husband and I went to a Mexican style restaurant, and they always bring you, you know, the salsa and some chips before your meal is ready while it's being prepared. And each restaurant is so different on their salsa. Now, years ago in the area that I came from, they had a place that they had salsa with the cabbage, the shredded cabbage. Oh, it was so good. And ever since when you have something like that, you should think, oh, I want that. And then a restaurant doesn't have it, you just think, I want to go back to that other restaurant of that Mexican restaurant and have that salsa because it was so good. But I only found that in a couple of places. Where I live, it's up in Craig and it's in Steamboat Springs. So I'm not going to go that far just for some salsa. Nope, not going to go that far. I'm really not. Okay, again, we're just going to kind of chop these up. I don't have a full cup just yet. Just a couple more. Maybe a big one. The last strawberries I bought weren't sweet at all. Just not ready yet for take those little ends off. I don't like those little ends on there. And they just didn't have the sweet taste, you know, like what fruit is supposed to, but still early. It is. That leaf off of me. I hope the ones that have already purchased my cookbook, I know that my daughter-in-law has been thrilled. She got hers. She was the first one that asked me for it. And so I sent that to her. And I said, you got to make something out of the recipe book. You just do. She says, oh, I'm going to this weekend. She didn't know what she was going to make yet, but yeah, she wanted to make it. Okay, that's fine. I hope she makes something out of it. And my older sister, when I sent her the book, she kind of went down memory lane. She couldn't believe how many of the recipes in there that she remembers making herself. And so that was kind of fun. Okay, so I'm gonna pour that in my bowl. Okay, so we have color of yellow and red. That's all right. That's okay. Get rid of all this trash. Clean up my work area. Okay, then we're going to take a red onion. Now I know you'll sit there and say, I thought she doesn't like red onions. Well, I do and I don't. You know, just to have one eat like on a hamburger or something. No, I don't prefer that. But to go ahead and have it in salads and different things, because a red onion, which does look purple, it's got a very sweet taste to it. It really does. And again, with me, I always just take off the first layer, the very first layer. Because again, you don't know where this onion has been in the grocery store and otherwise. I'm gonna get that off my surface area. Going with this red onion. And it's stout, let me tell you. May have to stand back on this one. 1/4 of a cup. Well, if I got out a 1/4 cup, which is this size right here, see how I do on the onion. Yeah. Some onions you can't tell at all, and then other ones it's like, wow, get out the fan, because this is pretty strong. We'll go little tiny pieces of this. That'll give it some color. If nothing else, this little snack is going to be very colorful. Really, really is. And we'll go ahead and measure this. Won't take much. Just won't. Whew. Ever have that with an onion? You know, you think, I don't want to cry today. I really don't. Yeah, that's pretty powerful. Wash off my knife and my rag here so that I can, that's all nice and clean. Whoa, that was strong. Put that in the bowl. Now, the sweet onion of the red onion is just one thing, but they also asked for a little yellow onion. So we're going to do just a little piece of that. Get some of that in there. Take off that one. This one's not strong, but that other one's pretty powerful. Pretty powerful. Hope everyone had a nice Memorial weekend. I said I stayed home, but I did get a lot of things done while I was home. And I will go up here in a little while to my favorite campground. I will do a video. And I have to visit my parents' grave site. Since I didn't get there on Memorial Day, I will go up and do that. I always have done it every single year. Well, I lived right there where they're buried, and so that was pretty convenient. But now that I have moved away from the area, I still do remember them. So, and this year is no different. I'll get that done. Stand back a little bit. Still a strong onion. Very, very strong. Okay, and now you're going to need 4 tablespoons. 4 tablespoons of lime juice. I'll see if I have enough in this little squirter. I had a bottle. I thought I had a bottle. In fact, I think I'll pause and go get the bottle right quick because it'll go faster, so hang on a minute. Okay, I'm glad I paused. It gave me a few moments to get away from the onion that was so strong. That was pretty strong. Okay, so now 4 tablespoons of lime juice. So there is 1, 2, 3, and 4. That should hopefully tone down that strong onion. Okay. Now we're going to take a little bit of salt. Recipe calls for about an eighth of salt, 1/8 of a teaspoon. And it calls for 1/4 of a teaspoon. Add some pepper. I guess that is to your liking. If you like a little bit more, put a little bit more in there. Now that the salt and the pepper brought out the aroma of the onions in a different way, which is better, came out better. And if I wanted to add just a little bit more, which I think I will, I'm gonna try to get just a little bit more of the fresh pineapple. I don't want to lose any of it. And I certainly can have this with other things. I like cottage cheese, the large curd cottage cheese. And I will put in a little bowl, and I will put, like this, some pineapple, whether it's crushed, whether it's the chunks, whatever. I'll put that in with the, on top of the cottage cheese. Or last night with my dinner, I had some peaches. Sometimes I put strawberries on top, you know, whatever. I just like the flavor of something with my cottage cheese. And cottage cheese is so good for you. Yeah, I would say to go ahead and use most all of this pineapple along with the dole. Now again, this isn't a very large pineapple at all. If I had a bigger one, you wouldn't need all of this in there. You could certainly save out a lot more. Whatever big chunks, like I said, this is going on a chip. So I'd make them kind of small, I really would. Make them just a little bit smaller, bite size. I started to get the chips that are the bowl shape, you know, that little scoops, I think they're called, scoops. But I decided, no, let's just try it the regular way. Now, my recipe does call for, if you like cilantro, you could put that in here, in this salsa. I don't care for it. I'll say it quietly, I don't care for cilantro. It's such a strong taste to me, the onion taste. I just don't like it. Okay, I think I'm going to taste it. Okay, I can taste the lime juice in it very, very well. Grab another one. Another clean one. Clean one for this. Now, again, we've got this all hollowed out, so now comes time that you just start filling. Fill the little cavity all full of your nice sauce. Now this part of it is just for presentation. If you wanted to have your salsa in a side little dish or whatever, that's what you do. And that's what I would probably do, one on the side, because you want to get all those juices at the bottom too. And if I put them in there right now, they're just going to sit at the bottom of the pineapple, and you wouldn't get them on your chip. Okay, so again, we're going to take my plate, my little platter. I've got this all done. My little platter has a area that it just kind of is for like a little bowl to sit in here. It's scooped out like that. I'm just put that right there. And then, like I said, I just got some Tito's, just some of the regular chips. Just a regular chip that you like to dip with. And we'll go ahead and put that all on the side. Of course, I won't be eating all of these chips, but you get the idea. I'd be like this if I ate the whole thing, wouldn't I? I eat quite a bit, I really do. But this is a fun little fast treat anybody can make. Anybody can make this. Look at that. And then you've got your nice little dish here of a nice little treat. So will I try it? Heavens, yes, I will try a little bite of this. Because I'm going to be eating it this afternoon, I really am. I get a lot on here. Definitely. I could even add just a little bit more pepper, give it a little snap taste to it. If you have one like this, a recipe, and you say, oh, I gotta tell Diane about this, you need to add one more ingredient to it to make it really, really snap in there, send it to me. Send it on over. I'm all for that. But today, this is my little creation of the pineapple strawberry. It's just a dip. It's just a salsa dip. It really is. Again, check out my cookbook, Cooking with Carol Diane, on my website. Please order one. They really are adorable. Inside of it has a lot of good recipes. It really does. And helpful hints on things. The other night I was looking at mine at the back of it, and I thought, you know, I forgot to tell people exactly what this book has in it, besides just recipe. It has, you know, your basics on different things of spices in here, your herbs and spices of basil and what to use basil for on different things. That's always helpful. It has different measurements and ingredients on baking of breads, time temperatures on different things of, for example, like on a cake, on a fruit cake, 3 to 4 hours at 275 to 325. It has fruit things in here. It has showing you how to fold a napkin for different parties and different things. It's got measurements of substitutions on measurements, and that always comes in handy. It really does. Equivalent things on food, quick fixes, microwave hints. At the back, it's got things of slow cooker tips. Just all kinds of things in here. It really is. That's why I chose this particular style, that it had a lot of different information in here of what I liked. And that's my little book, if I can make it stand up, present itself to you. So this is my little treat today I'm giving myself. And then I'm going to go outside and do a little bit more yard work. But I wanted to jump on and say hi again to all my fans out there that have watched me on these videos and comment on different things. I sure am enjoying you. I really am. So from my kitchen to yours, go have a wonderful start to our June and stay out of trouble. I'll talk to you later now. Bye-bye.